Alright, welcome back to part 2. We're going to be continuing our playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. So let's go ahead and get off this rock and continue. Just as a reminder, it looks like we are right here in the storyline. So we just killed the geckos with Sunny Smiles, and now we need to find a Brock flower and a Xander root. She mentioned that one was next to the schoolhouse, so that's where we're heading first. Alright, so here we are, getting close to the schoolhouse here. It's a good idea to loot these as well. There's typically a lot of interesting things in there. Alright, so I'm already over encumbered, which I hate. I don't really even have that much stuff. Right, so I'm at 205. Alright. I'm actually going to go sell all this stuff before I go pick up the roots and everything, the ingredients. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're in the store. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff that we have. Baseball glove, yeah, don't need that. Basically just all this useless stuff. I think you can sell the ruined books and the burned books. I think the perfect condition books are the ones you want to keep. Like these pre-war books. I think they have value later on. Not entirely sure. Alright, so that should definitely free up some space for us.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it. Whoa!
Oh, okay. Thought he wanted to fight me. Alright, so once again, we're just looking for the Brock flower and the Xander root. I don't think they should be out here. What's the button? Okay, V. These guys are extremely annoying because they're very difficult to hit. I say as I laser them. Nothing's too hard for C.H. Ungus. Alright, so this part I used to find very difficult because it was hard for me to actually see the Xander root, but it's right here. Next to this big tree trunk. Kind of difficult to find, but I'm actually going to go in here as well because there's a safe to be picked. Getting a lot of money in the beginning is a good way to start your gameplay off. Whoops. Oh god. I swear those are hidden. Oh my god, they're totally not. Okay. Alright, this is very frustrating. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's this gun, I don't know. Just gonna ignore him for a minute. Oh, I need a higher lockpick skill. Okay. Alright, so my weapon condition is really low. I think it's the only one I have, though. So, I'll see what I can do about that in a little bit. I also thought I had enough skills into lockpicking, but I guess not. Okay, I've never been good at this, but I'll give it a try. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't mean to hit that one. There it is. So if you click these, what it does is it removes a dud. So it takes away one of the words that is not a possibility. And basically the only way to find these is to see which ones are closed together. So this one and this one. But anyway, let's see, ing. Okay, only 2 of 7, so we know it's not ing. But it could be en, as in tenants. Okay. Maybe ena. I don't know if they have to be in order, or if they just have to exist in the word. Okay. So I messed up. Let's try that one again. I don't even know how to get out of the... Here we go. Terminal locked. Indefinitely, I guess. Okay. So I messed up. Anyway, I guess we're not getting in there. Let's just keep going. Hope there's nothing super critical in there. I loot just indiscriminately. I just pick up everything. I'll sort through it later. A lot of magazines. I don't really use the magazines all that much. I don't like how they only boost a certain perk for like a, I don't know, minute, 2 minutes. Another one. A lot of them in here. All empty. Okay, I think I've cleared this place out. I'm gonna come back to this once I have 25 in my lockpicking. Nothing in here. Okay. Alright, let's leave. We are gonna buy a shovel, because when we get up to the graveyard, I don't want to have to go back. There's a couple graves you can dig some stuff out of. Pick up all those. Let's see what we can do about the condition of our stuff. Okay, not much, because we don't have any duplicates. Alright, so let's get a shovel.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Yes, I am.
Can do.
Just go down straight to it. Alright, so shovel. A silencer. Or I could just get the rifle again. It allowed me to repair the one that I currently have.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
But I think it's in fine condition, so let's just keep moving. Okay, maybe it is in terrible condition because none of those shots hit. Let's see what I can do with the pistol. Maybe I should just VATS these guys. Like I said, I'm a big fan of VATS. I mean, you can't really beat that. Okay. Pretty terrible. Alright. I'm not playing in a very sustainable way. I'm gonna be out of bullets very quickly. Okay, you found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless babbles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Definitely hold on to that. I don't know what collectors they're referring to, but hopefully we can find them. That's why I brought the shovel up here. These graves right here can give you some important stuff. You can pick up all these bottles. They don't have too high of a value, but I will pick up the empty bottles that do have a little bit more value. Okay, where's the... Here it is. Right, and I believe I've picked up everything up here. No, not this stuff. Okay, so a silenced 22 pistol. I want that one. I like having silenced weapons. I haven't really commented on Victor that much, but after hearing what some of the residents were saying in some of my initial playthroughs of the game, he seems like he's definitely up to something. I think Easy Pete is the only person who thinks he's okay. Everyone else thinks he's hiding something.
You looking to buy some supplies?
So I might need to look into that.
And
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna walk down to Sandy, I believe her name is. And then when I get down there, I will... okay, what is her name? Yeah, Sunny. Excuse me. I'm gonna walk down to Sunny, and when I get down there, I will be back. Alright, so I'm back. We're down here at the campfire where she wanted to meet us. So let's see what's up.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Okay. Pretty fantastic voice acting, actually.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
What is he barking at? Okay, so let's go meet Trudy. The town mom. See if I deserve to fit in around here. Pick up some of these bottles. Oh, this person.
Hello? Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Okay, well, I can't allow that, so...
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Oh, God, I wasn't really listening. Where is she? Go to the path at the top of the trail by the radio tower. Okay, there it is. Let me pick these up real quick. She'll probably be dead before I get there. It's okay. They're just geckos. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna rush. I think he was referring to this. I hope he was referring to this. Oh no. Let me make sure that this is exactly what C.H. Ungus was meant to look like. Because I was kind of feeling another hairstyle. Which one was it? That one. I think I'm gonna change it to that. Because that's just... That's more what I'm going for. Yes. This, I was fine with how we had it. Oh god, how did we have it? 2 in intelligence, I believe, 1 in charisma, and 1 in luck. I think this is what we had. If not, then that's fine. Okay, this is where I want to make some changes. Lockpick. I can keep that in speech. Repair is fine. Science, I'm terrible with the computers anyway, so I'm fine with keeping that at 19. And maybe instead of repair, maybe put it in medicine. Yeah, let's go with that. Wild Wasteland and trigger discipline. Alright, so we're good. I believe that's the last time I can make any adjustments to the character, so... Oh well. I like it. That has to be a plant I can pick up, right? No? Okay. I think I'm heading in the right direction. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I really hope I'm heading in the right direction. I actually don't know. I might have been mistaking that radio tower. It's okay. Whatever gets me to kill some geckos. Holy... Okay. Okay, I didn't expect there to be 500 of them. I'm doing no damage to them. Nothing. hope they've dispersed, but they probably haven't. Probably all congregated and they're ready to attack. Yep, here they come. Jesus. I don't understand how there's so many of them. And how I'm doing no damage to them. There's no way I'm heading in the right direction. This is just too difficult for a start of the game type thing. I mean, they've literally sent 5,000 geckos down on me. And if there's this many down here, then she's certainly dead. 100%, there's no way this person's alive when I get up here. Okay. 95% chance and I don't hit him. I just really hope this is worth it. Just keep coming. There we go. Waiting for something like that. Completely out of ammo. I should not have agreed to this. Alright. And yeah, I'm completely out of ammo. Okay, this is why I primarily just use VATS. Oh, I've leveled up. Okay. I want to have a really high speech from the onset. Let's do the rest. Let's just get these to an even 20. Like if there's anything we can put as close to that even number as possible, I think that's gonna help. So survival up to 20. The reason being in case, 20 is like a point where you can finally do something. You wanna have that. That reminds me. I'm actually going to keep that there. Take those away. Take away that one. What did I put? Just one? Okay. Actually, I think you need 20 or 25 to convince Easy Pete to use his explosives. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna say it's 20. Okay, so it looks like a couple different perks. 10% damage against male opponents. This one's 10% against female opponents. I don't really like to put anything into those. Instead, I think Swift Learner. It's very important, especially if you get it in the beginning. Basically 10% total experience points whenever experience points are earned. So it's pretty self-explanatory why that one's so important from the beginning. Oh yeah. Whoever was up here is dead. Very, very dead. Okay, can't interact with that. Okay. I still have no idea if I've gone in the correct direction. Which is very disappointing. That's okay. At least there's some good loot up here. Yeah, but these people were completely decimated. Oh well. Okay. Taking a shortcut here. Hope I don't die. Really quick. Why is Cheyenne out here? I kind of want to make sure that I didn't miss out on something. I believe I went the wrong way. I kind of want to correct it, but at the same time I don't see what else you could have been referring to. The only active quest is the Trudy one.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
Okay. Well. Oh god, I hope he doesn't kill me. There we go. CH Ungus with the aim. I was pretty sure that was a setup. But I thought they'd be waiting for me up there, and when they weren't, I thought, maybe I'm wrong. But CH Ungus is never wrong. Alright, let me fix up some of this. What a fool. What a fool. Like really low on health. Okay. Now we're good. We've taken care of whatever that was. Let's go talk to Trudy. See what that's all about. I'm glad that he stumbled upon us. That probably would have bothered me for the rest of the game if he had asked us to help and then never made an appearance again. Here's Easy Pete. I was about to ask him if we can borrow the explosives. We are not at that part yet. Okay.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Look how this guy's in the middle of the table.
Howdy.
Yep, howdy. You're in the table. Yeah, he's obviously...
Way too many strangers coming into town these days.
Okay.
No offense.
Offense taken. Where did Trudy go? Oh no. There she is.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard your argument. What was all that about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
I definitely want to side with the town on this one. And I believe the town is going to go with Ringo, so... Anyway, where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Okay, who are the powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Okay, so it looks like that's the end of that conversation.
All right.
So what happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
I'm all about that discount, so I'm definitely going to side with Ringo. What if I help the powder gangers? Probably
Don't
self-explanatory.
know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Okay, so it looks like the rest of the dialogue options are in regards to the people who killed me.
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Alright, I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me, know anything about them.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did they say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
I don't know what doesn't get mad when you shoot at it, but anyway. Did they say where they were headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Do you know about the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Okay, so what does he actually do around here? How long has he been in Good Springs?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Not good. Sounds kind of fishy to me.
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Okay, so I already know about the NCR, so I don't need to know that. Why do they want the dam? That's pretty self-explanatory. I know about the Legion. I think
Be
that's it.
careful out there.
Yeah, let's go find Ringo. See what this guy's up to. Because I definitely want to side with the people of Good Springs. I don't really care much to be on the side of the powder gangers. I don't know if they're all that important outside of here, but it's nice to be able to come back to this place to purchase things, and if I can get a discount and get the people on my side, that'd be nice.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Okay, so he seems pretty nice.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
I'm going to avoid Caravan. It's awful and confusing, and I will lose a lot of money. So I'm just going to jump straight to the story. Did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
I'm kind of curious about this one. So why are the powder gangers out to get you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Alright, so maybe I can help you.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
There we go. It's a pretty good plan. So I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Alright. Good idea. Loot everything in here, so you get nothing. I really just want this stuff to sell it. Okay. Oh no. Over encumbered. Okay. There we go.
Hey,
Oh no.
so what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
Alright, so it looks like he just took that back. I thought he was going to start shooting or something. Alright, so before I steal something else, let me see if I can drop some stuff or maybe just repair some stuff. No, okay. 220, so definitely need to drop some stuff. Maybe I'll just come back for all this. Okay. Oh. Alright, so as far as I'm aware, there's only one place to sleep. And that is in Easy Pete's house. And I need for it to be daytime so I can sell all my stuff with some of the vendors. Here we go. So it seems like every house except for this one, the beds will be red. Not Easy Pete. He doesn't care. Alright. Let's go sell some stuff. Then I'm going to speak to, I believe it's Sonny. Then we'll get the
You
whole
looking to
town
buy
with
some
us.
supplies? Can do.
Alright, let's sell all this. Everything we don't need. Alright.
Another satisfied customer.
I'm actually going to get this guy's opinion on the situation with the powder gangers. I want to make sure that I'm siding with the right side here.
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Alright, so that actually conflicts things. I thought he would kind of side with Ringo. Unfortunately, he didn't. But that's okay. If a majority of the people are on the side of Ringo, then that's the side I'll be on. Quickly, what do you know about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Okay, I'm going in there gun swinging. Tell me a little bit more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Must be a good thing. Unless it's not. Why else did I get shot in the head? I don't really need to know about the Great Khans. Let's get rolling. Let's recruit all these people here. Where is she at? Glad to see he's out of the table. Okay. Thought she'd be in there, but I guess not. There she is.
there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in.
Alright, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Alright, so any ideas on how to convince Trudy to join us?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Alright, all the other ones, I believe I remember how to do that. Let me,
I'll be waiting.
let's go ahead and get this fight going. Let's talk
So
to
you're
Trudy.
planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
There we go. Speech 25. You should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Sweet. Alright. I'm gonna talk to the doc first. I think he's gonna be the easiest to convince. Alright, where are you at? Ruthless. Coming through here quick. There he is. I think he's lost it. Let's see.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
This town's gonna be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Ooh. Okay, so because my medicine is so high, I get this option. They'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
Wait, so 2 doctor's bags.
You take care now.
Alright, so we've got everything we need from the doc. I'm gonna go see Easy Pete. See if he's even awake. I'm curious to see if I wasted those skill points by putting them into explosives. Oh. Thought he'd be in here. I guess not. There he is.
Howdy.
I hear you've got dynamite. It would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Oh, okay, it was 25. I know this isn't gonna work. Might as well give it a try.
Too dangerous.
Yep.
Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Real quick, what do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
Alright.
Welcome.
Okay, bad trouble, I guess.
Yep.
Well, I know I'll be on Easy Pete's side. Alright, let's go see about Chet. If I can get anything out of him.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
My barter's too low.
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
Okay.
Take.
So it looks like I could try to get... I'm at... Okay. A little over 100. That would take too long, so I'm just... It looks like I'm not going to get their help. But that's okay. Make sure there's nothing I can get
Feeling
from her.
thirsty? I'm sure I've got something you like.
No. Alright. Let's go ahead and start this fight.
Be careful out there.
I don't think it's too important to have their help. But I don't know. I say that because I've never gotten their help. Maybe it would make a lot of difference.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
No, let's do it.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Came out of nowhere.
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
I don't even need to know how many there are. So I can take them on. Yeah, let's get this one out. It would be nice to have some explosives, though.
Howdy.
Ooh, they're coming. You know, I'm charging. I'm going right for it. One of those will hit. There we go.
What have you done? You like that?
Alright, let me heal myself up a little bit. I find the best way to fight in this game is to sprint at them and shoot them in the face.
Come on.
Where'd he go? There he is. Alright. That should do it. No? Okay. Got a really tough skull. Okay, so it looks like I'm vilified by a certain community. I'm assuming it's the Powder Gang. You have established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody. And people associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many different factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each. I think I just did. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you've earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. Fine by me. Okay, so Powder Gangers vilified for your overwhelmingly monstrous behavior. You've become vilified by the community. I'm liked by Good Springs. Sweet. Go ahead and take all of their stuff. Desperately need it. After that.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
I could say you're welcome. Didn't I hear you say something earlier about not being able to pay me now? Seems a little light for the work I did. I'll just be nice.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan Camp.
All right. That's exactly what I'll do. Here's a good spot. All right. So that's going to be it for today. In this part 2 of however many parts I'm going to have. So once again, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in for part 3. And I'll see you then.